Ikeのパニック、いつも押し泣きだけど、笑っちゃう。Well, if you're smiling, then that's a good thing. I don't mind panicking if it causes joy. If I do anything and you laugh at me, even if it's just like getting scared from a video game or something like that, I don't mind if you laugh at me. That's fine. As long as you're not mean-spirited. That's all I care about. And I know that I don't have to ask about that because you guys are nice. Anything that I'm actually uncomfortable about or scared of, you never make fun of. For example, bells. I've never seen you guys make fun of me for bells, and I very much appreciate that. The only people that I accept to make fun of my phobias are like really, really good friends. For example, I remember around a debut when I was playing Greece, when we were talking a little bit about bells, I remember that during one of Luxium's sort of group zatsus, there was somebody, I forget who it was, if it was Mista or Vox, it was one or the other. They said something along the lines of the reason that Ike is actually afraid of bells is that he's really afraid of finding Christ. And I'm just like, that's really funny, but I don't think that's accurate. What kind of bell, though? It's mainly church bells. Big church bells, I do not like. I do not like the sound, and I do not like seeing them. The closer they are, and the bigger they are, the worse it is. The deeper the sound, the bigger the bell, so I do not like when it sounds like it's a deep, big bell. If it's a tiny bell, I do not care. If it's a jingle bell, I do not care. If it's a tubular bell, I do not care. For whatever reason, it's just the big church bell-shaped ones. So, the ones in Dark Souls, for example, I do not like. That was kind of a pain. There's a big bell in Greece during one of the boss fights that I did not like as well. There's Madison. There's two big bells that you have to stand right in front of, and that's a horror game, so yay, that's just scary on top of scary. How about tiny bells and cat collars? Oh, I do not care about that at all. Like little jingle bells, I do not care. Does not affect me at all. Or when we played Untitled Goose Game, when you have to get like a tiny bell, do not care. It sounds like a tiny bell. There is a bigger bell in Untitled Goose Game that you can ring, and that one I didn't like. But it wasn't too bad because of how cartoonish it was. The more realistic it is, the more I dislike it. Tubular bells? Yes, tubular bells I love, so I totally get you, Sarah. Tubular bells is awesome. Even when we did the little jingle bells around New Year, the Jingle Bells Pop Punk, we included the tubular bells because, you know, tubular bells are very Christmassy.